whoa, what a cool quirk or something. Because like, like, oh shit, done that again. Like that's a pretty cool, that's a pretty badass looking thing. Because like, yeah. So yeah, like, that's happening. Like, I don't know, I'm just gonna skip ahead a few years. So like, they're 18 now. They're still friends. You know. Actually, no, no, never mind. They're not 18. They're 16. But they're gonna eventually be 18. So like, I'm gonna say people like, it's kind of a camping area. Like, some people go there just sometimes. And I'm saying like, people have been making complaints about like, I don't know, like food being stolen or something, like big, like loud noises coming from that area. So yeah. So yeah, like then like some heroes are like, just like some normal heroes are like, they're thinking like, probably just like some native animals or something. It's like, oh shit. Yeah, so like, I'm gonna say she just looks like this now. Shigaraki, because like, she has long hair. Deku looks like this, his Titan form looks like this. Yeah, okay. But yeah, so, wait, did I say, I think I said area again. Shigaraki looks like that now, so yeah. Yeah, see like some normal, like, I don't know, C rank heroes just gone to go there because like, they think it's like, oh yeah, just some like native animals are there, just like taking some food from people while they're sleeping. But little did they know, it's two people, a wolf, and eventually a giant titan that's 16 meters tall. And like, because it's been like a few years, he still practices. He can do it for like, he could probably stay like in titan form for like 3 days straight. No, like, yeah, 3 days straight if he actually wanted to, which he doesn't. But yeah, so okay, got another comment on my Air's Death video. But yeah, go watch that. Some people say it's pretty cool. A few people said it's pretty cool. The first one anyway. But yeah. So, like some sea rank heroes going like, they see like this like big wolf. Like, I'm gonna say it's bigger than the normal one. I don't know how big. Ooh, lot of wind. Ooh, no. Jeez, big, a lot of rain. Jesus Christ. But anyway, yeah. So like some sea rank heroes go in. They see this big ass wolf, like pretty big, and like this dude and like this girl, just like walking around. And it's like, hey, what are you guys doing here? Like, what are you guys doing? This is like private property or something. I don't know. It's like, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing here? It's like, oh, we live in here. And they say like, well, you can't, like, I don't know. It's just some stupid reason why you can't. It's like, why? Like, what we do? It's like, okay, well, we're gonna have to take you in then because you're breaking the law. He says, no, you're not. Like, you can't stop us. And then the heroes rush at him. Like, Deku just bites his Yeah, okay, very nice. Deku just bites his finger and like, you know, he just turns into this, and they're all like, oh my god, like, what is that? Like, okay, we gotta get back up. Like, Deku just starts chasing after them while they're running. Like, he's just trying to scare them off, like, not try and fight them. Like, yeah, so like, I'm gonna say he already naturally knows how to fight because like, Attack Titan mixed with Armored Titan, and like, he's really strong in this form. Like, he can do that crystal hardening kind of thing. I'm gonna say he can do a little bit of it in like his human form because he actually kind of has to be able to fight in that. So like, he can harden his limbs, So yeah, like, and then like for over the next week, like they send like a few B heroes. They come back because like they can't do it, and they send like some A heroes, like, I don't know, top like some of the like 20 to 30 heroes. They can't do it. Then they have to send like some top 10 heroes, like in Aizawa. So they send in All Might, Endeavor, like Aizawa, even though Aizawa's thing wouldn't work on it once Deku's in this form. Hawks, I don't know, Best Genius, Mirko. Nezu, because they have to come up with a plan to take him down. And you know, they haven't seen like the girl's power yet, which they won't yet, because like she doesn't want to kill anyone. She's kind of afraid that she'll kill someone. That's why Deku protects her. But yeah, anyway. You know, and like, so they come in, like, they're searching the forest, like, just split up into teams of like 3 or something. But yeah. Gotta go back down. So like, eventually, like, one team says like, Team A to rest of the teams, like, we have found the culprits, please regroup at this area, and we'll attack them. It's like, yeah. Everyone comes back and like, so like, yeah. And everyone's like, okay, like, it's like, and it was like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna like, hopefully the boy doesn't use his quirk, because they've identified his quirk. Aizawa will try and stop his quirk from activating. And we will try and have to restrain him. But be careful of the girl, we do not know her quirk. You know. They like, and then they just start to attack, you know. Or might try, like, they go and like, they start hearing a bunch of footsteps, like big heavy footsteps, like people are running. Aizawa was in the trees, like, yeah, like Aizawa was in the trees, like, Deku just, as soon as he like hears all the heavy footsteps, he just like turns into the Titan, and like they're all like, fuck, like, damn it, he heard us or something, and Deku just like roars like, rah, rah. Like, oh god, it went like that, and I'm like, damn it, he heard us. And it's like, okay, All Might, you'll have to fight him, like, Endeavor will be back up, and yeah. So yeah, like, they all start trying to find him, like, All Might punches him once, like, jumped up and punched him, like, Detroit Smash, like, punches Deku in, like, you know, in, like, one of the chest plates. It does nothing, like, well, it kind of does something, like, it just moves him back, like, a little bit. Deku just says, and Deku just, like, punches All Might, and he goes flying. And, like, they're like, oh my god, like, he's, like, what, All Might couldn't do anything to him, what is this guy? Like, then, All Might starts coming back, like, just, like, has a comeback, and says, like, don't worry guys, don't worry guys, I got this. And then he starts, like, doing, like, the punches that he did to the Nomu. It's starting to affect Deku a little bit, but, like, he's trying to punch All Might, but he's just, like, almost just, like, jumping around, just, like, trying to punch him, like. And I'm gonna say eventually, like, Endeavor, like, goes up behind him and just starts burning his, like, behind his knees and, like, his feet. And, like, this just, like, makes Deku go to his knees. Like, All Might tries to go up behind his head and, like, punch him in the head, but then, like, Deku just, like, puts his hand behind his head and just, like, hardens his hands. Like, All Might just punches and, like, like, his hands, like, I'm saying 3 of his fingers are broken. He's like, like, he screams out in pain. He's like, what was that? Like, he just gets up and, like, punches him, like, puts him away. You know, and then, like, Nezu comes out saying, like, whoa, what are you doing? Like, what are you guys doing, you idiots? Like, haven't you read the reports? Like, he only attacks if you attack. And, like, and then Nezu just walks up to Deku and says, hello there, Mr. Hello there, Mr. Titan. Deku just goes down, like, just looks at him and says, and he says, I mean you no harm. I'm simply asking you, can you please, like, transform? I would like to talk to you. Deku just, like, I don't know, flops onto the floor or something, because the Titan just body died, and like he comes out like, what do you guys want? Like he's like, what do you guys want? It's like, we are simply asking you if you could please leave this area. He says, why? Because you're disturbing other people. He says, but we are living here. We have nowhere to go otherwise. And Nezu says, oh, if you would like to, please come with us. Like, please stay at our dorms. I'm sure we'll have enough space, and your quirk seems worthy enough to be able to go to UA. Deku's like, oh, UA, huh? He walks over to like Shigaraki and says like, would you like to go with them so we don't have to live here anymore? She's like, okay, because like she's kind of still worried, and like as she says, oh, do not worry, I do not mean any harm to you. And Deku says, can I bring my pet with me? It's like, what pet? Deku just points at behind him, and like Nezu turns around to see like this huge wolf just like drooling, and like Nezu just kind of like runs, like Deku's like, ah, like hides behind him, like, is that your pet? And he says, yes, his name is Charlie. He says, Charlie, no, don't eat the small mouse. He's like, and Charlie's like, he says, good boy. He was like, I'm sure you'll be able to have him stay with us. Like Nezu's like, oh, that was a close when I was about to get eaten. Yeah, and like all the heroes are like, as I was like, what are you talking about, Nezu? He has taken down so many heroes. Like, and he's used his quirk without permission. And Nezu says, okay, then put yourself in his situation. What would you do if some random people are trying to attack you, and you're just trying to stay at your home? What would you do? I was like, fine, I guess you can stay with us. And Deku says, and her, and him. And he's like, yes, whatever. He says, can you please tell us your names? I'm gonna say like Deku said, like, took Shigaraki's last name, which is Shigaraki, because like, I don't know, my name is Aaron Shigaraki and hers is Tomura Shigaraki. No, we are not related. I just don't like my old last name, so I'm using hers. She says, and he says, oh, okay, that's reasonable, I guess. He says, okay, would you come with me? And like All Might says, like, what do you mean? He has broken like 3 of my bones, and like has hurt Endeavor and like all these other people. And he says, he says, you're the one who attacked me. I was simply using self-defense. I only punched you 2 times, and you punched me over 500. And All Might says like, oh, he's like, fine. And it's like they're staying at your way, I guess, now, because I don't want them staying in the forest till they're 18. And like, this is good for like, Shigaraki, because like she has to talk to more people now, rather than just Deku and just talk to their dog, I guess. But yeah, so yeah, and like they're staying at UA, and like they're in their dorms. They have separate rooms, but like they're next to each other, I guess, because and like they have to get their quirks registered, because Deku has to get his quirk registered, and neither has Shigaraki, because like her dad was a drunk and like said he never did anything for her except just give her food. But yeah, it's like she's not going to be evil, because honestly I kind of feel bad for Shigaraki, because yeah, so like they got their quirk registered. His is called Titan, and hers is called Decay. But yeah, it's like and like Nezu kind of has to test how intelligent they are, and like they're decent, I guess. Like they're not gonna get like A's on everything. Like they get B. Like they would probably get like on their test they got a B or something. And Nezu says, "Oh, I see you two are both somewhat haven't your educational skills aren't as bad as I would think." He says, well, I would go out eventually and get us a textbook, and so we could understand some decent things. So when we eventually come back, we wouldn't be, stupid. He's like, oh yes, very smart, very good idea. But yeah, so like, and like Nezu says, okay, well, I will personally teach you. So, considering that it's probably too late for you to go to middle school or high school. You can't go to, considering it's too late for you to go to middle school, and you can't go to high school without a graduation. So I'll have to teach you myself, which is okay. So they spend the next few years teaching. Shigaraki and him are getting closer. Becoming better friends, and I think who he's going to be with. But yeah, anyway, not yet. Not probably not in this one. But yeah. Yes, like they're getting taught by Nezu. Like they've become pretty smart. Like they've become like really smart. Like they'll probably get the highest score in the entrance exam. So they've also been training their quirks. Shigaraki now has more control over hers. Like so, she just went to K everything she touches. Deku has increased his time period that he can stay in a Titan. He's like they've also trained their bodies and like stuff. They're both really fit now. Whoops. There was something on my screen. But yeah, so entrance exam, I guess. Oh yeah, so like time skip 2 years, they're 18. They've done all their training and stuff, so they're good. So yeah, training entrance exam. They were offered recommendation, but they said no. Like, I wanted to test my potential, what Itachi said to Sasuke. Like, why'd you kill that whole clan? I wanted to test my abilities. It's like, I want to test my abilities, so yeah. They do the normal exam, they ace it. They don't correct Nezu though, so they only get 100%, so, well, only 100%, but yeah, so they get first place. Well, I don't know who would get first place, I don't know. One of them gets second, one of them gets first, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so, it's onto like, and it's onto like, to where they go to that meeting hall to get like to get information on what they're going to do. So she like Deku's not really that nervous. Like he's like because he's prepared for this. Like she's also prepared for this, but like she's still nervous and she's like biting her nails. Like I don't know, like like making a little bit of noise, like the slightest bit of noise that no one could hear unless you eat her. But yeah, eventually Ida stands up saying like, excuse me, announcer. This brochure clearly states that there are 4 robots, but you've only talked about 3. I'm disappointed by you for making this mistake. And you over there with the white hair, stop biting your nails. Wait, I forgot to make a joke. Ida stands up with the straightest back in the world because he got a stick up his ass. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, all that kind of happens. Like she's like, I'm sorry, and like Deku just ends up saying like, it's not her fault. She's nervous. It's quite a big event to try and do the UA entrance exam. So why don't you sit down and just stop distracting everyone else? I didn't even understand how you heard her from all the way over there. He just looks at the person beside her and says, "Could you hear him?" She says, "No." He just says, "Well, you're distracting me, so yeah, stop it." Deku just says, whatever, just sit down. And yeah, and like, because he knows President Mike, he says, okay, Mike, just continue. He says, thank you, Aaron. Everyone's kind of like wondering, like, how does he know him? Yeah. But yeah. So then they go to their exams. They're not in the same thing because why are they? And like in their dorms, they have like a little like area just for Charlie just to sit down, and just like just play. So yeah, and like yeah, I'm sorry if you saw that. Got so many alerts and freaking texts. See, I'm not. At least I get alerts. But yeah, anyway, at least people care. At least my mom cares about me. But anyway, yeah. It's like Becky knows about like he's watched some of the entrance exam videos from like 2 years ago. It's like he knows Mirio and all those other people. He's fought them many times, and like they've lost every single time. I wonder, what if Tamaki what if Deku took off some of his took a little bit of his flesh off his Titan form and gave it to Tamaki? Like, how would that work? Like, would he turn into a Titan? Or would the flesh just burn like it does with the actual Titans? But whatever. Sorry out and yeah, and everyone's like, okay, get ready to start in 3, 2, and as soon as the gate opens, Deku just rushes out and says, and person huh? He got the idea. Just start whenever, as soon as you can. There's no actual countdowns in real fights. Go, go, go. Jeez Christ, it's raining and blowing wind so much. I'm sorry if you can actually hear that. I'll probably have to let my dog goes in. Man, anyway, we'll do it soon. And then and then Deku just rushes out, bites his finger, and he just becomes this and starts rushing around punching robots. Everyone's like, what the hell is that? Some of the teachers what the hell is that? Because some of them are new or something. And I'm sorry, I shouldn't speak so fast. Some of them are new, and they're like, what's that? Who's that guy? And Nezu says, yes, that would be Aaron Shigaraki. He's one of the students that I have taught personally. His quirk is called Titan. He can hit the transformation quirk. He can turn into that if he inflicts self-damage. It's also very powerful. And all the teachers are like, what? How powerful? He says, All Might tried to punched him 500 times and it didn't affect him. Because I'm just giving it a really big boost because And they're like, what? And he said, and he only punched All Might twice and it and All Might got sent flying. What? Oh my god, this kid's overpowered. But then they say but wouldn't he be useless in close combat? He says, you would think so, but no. One of his sub abilities for his quirk is that he can harden some of his body parts as well. Tight in that form and in his human form. It's what? Really? He said yes. The only thing that can break the material is the material itself. On the scale of 10, the hardness level would be above a diamond, even though that is a 10, probably be an 11. What the hell? What is this kid? So yeah, and after All Might's kind of it's so yeah, Azumi's in the same area as him. Actually, she's using her telekinesis to lift up robots, smash them against the ground, And yeah, Azumi kind of is asking where's Suzuki this whole time? Did he just All Might and Inko just made up some some fake story oh yeah, he left us because he thought he could do better without us, and so she kind of doesn't like him that much, but still wants to find him. And Deku's going on a rampage he did in when Eren first got Titan. He's destroying robots left, right, and center. He's eventually got because he can run. Actually, no, he's kind of just jogging because he can't run with the bone fragments on his legs and stuff. And they ask why is he going so slow? The people's yes, there is a weakness to that form. See all those bony plates all around him? Yes, well, they are really hard as well, but they're covering his whole body. So when he tries to run, they're stiff. They're really stiff, so he can't. If you look at the joints between his knees, eventually they might break off if he tries to run. But he wants to protect his legs. I don't know. But yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess that's reasonable.